Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Irish column for Sunday, the 31st of May 2026. My name is Paul Fitzsimons, and we have a packed show tonight. I've lots of stuff to talk about tonight. As you can see from the picture, there was a meeting today, unity, so-called meeting, but wasn't very unifying as far as I know. I know more in a while, but we'll talk a bit more about it in depth during the show. But yeah, I'll just go through a few of these. But again, the last day of May. And Kasha, happy birthday, sweetheart. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, hon. Here we go. Hi, Paul. Hi, Joan. Hi, Vincent. Hi to all. Drew Cook, evening, everybody. Hope you're all keeping well. Hi, Paul. Hope you're good, mate. I am good, Drew. I am good. Yeah, everyone is good. Hello, what's the story? How's Chris? Can't wait for the gossip or the meeting. Nothing screams unity like an invite-only event. Yeah, well, I heard it went ahead even after Paul cancelled it. So I'm waiting for a video to be released, actually. And if it's released during the show, sure, we can play the video. I might send Tom on the link as well if I'm going to be talking about him. Give him the chance to answer back and what have you. So I'm all for fairness, you know me. I'm all for transparency. But yeah, and a big shout out to my two daughters, Shona and Kira, who both won their leagues with Erden Gabra yesterday and today. And brilliant, I have to say, it was brilliant to watch. It's great to see kids coming on, you know what I mean? This is why we do it. This is why we do what we do. Evening all, looking good, Paul. Thanks very much. I thought I'd wear this. This is me t-shirt, as you see it there. Irish Christian, straight, unwoke, unvaxxed, meat eater, male. How else can I piss you off today? Yeah. So that didn't go down too well. I was I was out. What day was it? I was out today. We're on as well. I had to sort of cover it up at the football match, but yeah. But I actually have that on me for a reason, because I was hoping I'd bump into Ruth Coppinger today somewhere around Blanchardstown, but I didn't. But we'll talk about her in the next few minutes as well. Good evening, Fanua. How are you? What happened in Tullamore? I heard it was a little party, a picnic, a good picnic they had. Yeah. So I heard. I don't know. I'll know more in a while, as I said. It's my birthday too. Ah, lovely. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh, slow. Happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. Fair play. Hi there. Yeah, I tried to reach out to one of the people who was excluded, uninvited from the so-called unity meetings, and I couldn't get through to her. But if she's watching, please give us a shout and you can come on and we can have a chat about it. Yeah, well done to your daughters, Paul. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, and Harry won as well this morning, 11-2 against Finglas. So yeah, it's very good. He scored 3 goals, so I had to give him a bleeding fiver. That's what he's getting now, 5 or a hat trick. Kira gets the same now. So the other day, I think what Friday night they played, and it was 14-7 to 3-7 or something, or 2-7. And she got 12 goals and 4 points. So she had to give her 20 quid on Friday. Another fiver today. Do you have me bleeding robbed? I swear to God, do you have me robbed? Yeah. I forgot my name. It's been a sad few days here. My granddad died yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry. Thoughts and prayers are with your granddad. Fair play, everyone. Michael John, good evening from Manchester, UK. Good evening, Michael John. Give the wee county a shout out. They're all wee counties outside Dublin. Happy birthday, Nolans. Yeah. I forgot your name. R.I.P. Grandad. Yeah, R.I.P. Fair play. God bless him. Benny Johnson, USA, released footage of Paris. The city is in mayhem. I've seen it. It's burning, yeah. It's burning. But this is what happens when you allow Muslims, hundreds of thousands of Muslims into your country. It turns into a kip. And it turns into a kip fairly quick. I didn't know about the unity meeting until after it happened. Yes. Okay. I'll wait about 9:30 or 10 o'clock to talk about this. Okay. Good evening, Paul and all. Good evening, John. How are you? Tom MacDonald was there. Tom MacDonald was one of the organisers Tom McDonald got Paul Whelan involved in it a couple of weeks ago to organise this, and they reached out. And yeah, I have a story to tell. I'll tell it in a while, and so we'll see. We'll see. Does the truth come out, or what happens? Hello, everyone. Good evening, Paul. Good evening, Marie. How are you? Hi, everyone. I'm from Clifton. What a week. Disgusting. I have to say, disgusting. Where's Ruth Coppinger and everybody now about the femicide around the country and this, that, and the other because it's a foreigner? Nobody. That crickets. It's disgusting. It is disgusting. People keep sharing this out here now. We are being censored. I'm being censored, and Anthony's being censored. So it's going out on air. I tried to put it out on TikTok. It wouldn't let me put it out on TikTok. But it's going out on X there. It's going out live on X at FitzyDub, at Anthony L. Casey, at Rugamorph27. It's also on YouTube at Gale Force Media and at Irish Column. And it's on my Facebook, Paul Fitzsimons. And it's on the web at Gale Force Media, www.galeforcemedia.com. You can also contact us by phone on 089-203-1521. That's 089-203-1521. You can also email me at galeforcemedia26@gmail.com. That's galeforcemedia26@gmail.com. Thank you very much. I've just gotten in a video here of the Black Forge. There's bleeding murder in the Black Forge. Murder. Hang on, I'll have to show you this. Ah, shit, it's it gone? No, it's at the jumping there. I don't know where it's gone. Okay. There's more than the Black Forge, apparently 50 minutes ago. Yeah. Michael John. Yes, Laura's mother. Horrendous, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Ireland will prevail. Stop Irish genocide. Ireland will prevail, yeah. Sorry for your loss. Paris is born of the French gays, must be terrified. Cool, man. Good evening, Blessing says no. Good evening. Paul, maybe I am starting to get a memory like your ancient memory, which dates back to Jesus. But did this channel not used to be a party? What happened? This channel was never a party. No. The tree, I'll actually just, if you look to the right of the screen there now, we can put up the Irish Column there. We can put up the Irish Channel there. We also put up Ireland First, and we also put up Gale Force Media. There's another Ireland First, and there you go there. It's actually, what happened was we were all involved in the IFP, then we left the IFP. Like, I've been doing this since before I was in politics, to be honest with you. Like, I'm doing this over 3 years now. More. Probably 4 years now. This is the 4th year we're doing this, yeah. But I joined the IFP in 22. And then Anthony joined, then Martin joined, and then we all joined, and then we all left. And any ventures we've been doing together, because I'm going to be honest with you, I don't trust anyone else. It's just the way it is. I trust my circle, and I work within that circle, and that's how it works. Yeah. So I hope that answers your question. Share this out. Please share it out, people. Yeah, no notifications. Yeah, there's no notifications going out. Nothing's going out here. Nothing is going out. All right, Paul, what's the story? How are you, Martina? How are you? Thanks, everyone, for the condolences. No problem. No problem. I can't get over stupidity of flooding Ireland with men from the most anti-Christian countries on the planet. Yeah, this is the plan. 5 minutes from my parents' house in Clifton. Oh, my God. And she was there overnight, as far as I know, wasn't she? I think she was there overnight. How are you, Jer? How's things? We're all good, Jer. We're all good. Found it very hard to find the channel tonight. Not for the first time. It's not. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is what's happening. Like, we've only 400 now watching. Usually we're up to about 800. You know what I mean? By now, you know what I mean? So, listen, you know, my green screen is moving. You can be anywhere in the world until it falls over. And then you know where I am. Found it very hard. Yeah. I'll check with Anthony now in a minute and see how we're doing on the web. Our Irish people needs to learn history, what we came from, now the animals that we face. Yeah. We stood outside Croker the other day for couple of hours saying prayers and throwing holy water at people. It was brilliant. I have to say, it was brilliant. Love all, but trust a few. Yeah, my circle of trust is very small now at this moment in time because I myself have weeded out people. You know what I mean? I didn't need people to tell me stories or anything like that. I plant things out there and then I get them back. I'm like a fish that sends out the thing and then they get it back in and then they know what's going on. Yeah. Paul, yeah, hold on. Paul, Paul, we need some images in here, maybe some photos of when you were with the dinosaurs. No such thing as dinosaurs, lads. I don't believe in dinosaurs. Bullshit. That's what I think of it, Michael John, because it's Captain Birdseye. Yeah. Yeah. Posted all over X, Paul. Thanks very much, Colin. Fair play to you. Hey, Paul, 28,000 jobs gone 8 months till March 2020. Another 50,000 to go this year. Thousands of houses, apartments going to hit the market. They'll hit the market, the government will buy them, and foreign migrants will be in there in no time at all. Yes, that's what's happening. Just an image of the Ark of the Covenant. People just check in 20 minutes before transmission. Yeah, I'm have to be pulling down videos now. I've been here for a while, and it's been going good. Like, you know, I go to Clifton often. I'm disgusted that it's no longer safe. It's not just Clifton, guys. Everywhere in the country is not safe. It doesn't matter where you go. You know, you go out to Sagard, out to Blessington there, and it's full. It's full of people. You go to Coolock. You know, there's no iPad centre there now, but they're living in the area now. You know what I mean? There's gangs of them living in the area. You know, Donamead, there's gangs of them living in the area. Baldoyle, there's loads of them living in the area. All around the country, every little village around the country is no longer safe. Women are no longer safe in this country, and it's disgusting. And the men of this country need to take hold of this and sort this shit out. You know what I mean? The amount of women I talk to when we're out and we're at protests and how afraid they are, and it's just not on. It's just not on. I'm sorry. Yeah, Anthony's just texted me there now. Only just got the show on the website there now. Fair play to you, Anthony. Yeah, thanks very much, mate. It's weird, isn't it? We're getting hit left, right, and centre. You know what I mean? Michael John, it seems to be Irish Americans that have set up Restore Ireland. It's Restore Ireland. Is it not Reclaim Ireland? I haven't heard of Restore, Michael John. I've heard of Reclaim, and it's Captain Kelly and his pirates. Having a nightmare with X, even YouTube is making it difficult to find channels. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, yeah, who was calling the protest for the 10th of June? I haven't got a clue. Yeah, I will. I'll do that now in a minute, Anthony. Yeah, I will. Who's calling the protest? I haven't got a clue. It doesn't really matter who calls it. Type in Irish column and click on the live. Easy to find. Thanks, Fiona. Fair play to you. It's gone up on the website there now. So www.galeforcemedia.com and you'll find it live there. Anyone, or you can share that out. Chris Bourne, yeah, no, it's fair. That gobshite Captain Birdseye Kelly. It was talked about a bit on the show a while ago. Yeah, it was. And Reclaim Ireland was actually my party that we merged with the IFP years ago. There should be no transferred votes, is it? Yeah. Yes, Paul. So trust must be earned. Now you have it, Colin. Now you have it. Yeah, Colin. Trust no one, question everything. My motto was 2019. Sure. Yeah, I'm the same, Jer. Jer, you know yourself, I've only a small circle now, you know what I mean, that I actually trust and that I talk to. You know what I mean? The others are dead to me, I'm being honest with you. They've proven to me that they're not for this country. You know what I mean? They're for money, clicks, and likes. They're not for this country and the children of this country. I'm sorry. Do I know you? I don't know. I'm late. How's everyone? Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. Ha ha. I'll give you a clue to follow Hans Hermann Hoppe. I'll give you a clue to follow Hans Hermann Hoppe. I know who that is. Yeah. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit copycatish, Chris Bourne. Yeah. If anyone has been Unsubscribed, redo. Yeah, do. Yeah, because people are getting unsubscribed on a lot of stuff. Paul, you represent us, a voice of truth and reason. Cheers. Thanks, Colin. Fair play to you. All of Ireland has become incredibly dangerous now. Exactly. It's gone. Seeing Billy Moore's channel of him in Berlin, it's in bits. It's like filthy. Everywhere is filthy dirty. Look at London. Look at London. Look at Paris. Look at Brussels. All the top capital cities of the world are in shit. New York. New York is in shy, you know. Angela Keeley, everywhere you go, you have to be so vigilant and always be aware of your surroundings. Yeah. And more so for women. You know, this is the school. Like, I've 2 young daughters now, and they're growing up in this shit. You know what I mean? My daughters should be allowed to walk anywhere they want, like unhindered. You know, gobshites pestering them and, oh, give us this and give us that. No, just leave the kids alone. You know what I mean? I won't even get a taxi now. It's too dangerous. Liz, you're not on your own, sweetheart. You're not on your own. I don't see myself coming home to Ireland anytime soon. I'm going to be honest with you, Michael John. If I hadn't got the kids here, I'd be gone. Gone. Yeah, I would. Colin McMillan, need to be men. Many have been feminized. Yeah, and we were only talking about this the other day, how they've done this. And someone said the fluoride in the water or this, that. That's what I think it is as well. Like, you know what I mean? It's like when I was growing up, I knew 2 gay guys, and that was in my whole childhood. Right. Now, my kids could probably tell you kids that's in their year that are gay, you know, because they have normalized this so much. That's the problem here. They're normalizing everything. Gay, trans, the whole lot now, they're normalizing it. I'll be honest with you, the day Belong To come into that school, it's going to be it's going to be a bad day for Belong To. I'll tell you now. On a side note, guys, give Wake Up Era a big up. 7 of them on the road in Tala had 7K leaflets. I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. I'm going to play the whole 16-minute video of that in the next half an hour. And the reason I didn't chop it up was because it's informative and it's a 16-minute video. I understand that I know you don't like watching videos for any big length of time, but you'll be stuck into this one. It's informative and the guys do great work. So I will be playing that in the next probably few minutes. What was that? Sorry. Yeah, 7,000. Fair play to them. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Bettystown and Drogheda is the same. I was down there last week, Margaret, and I've seen it. Oh, Jesus Christ, I've seen it. It's beyond belief now, isn't it? All the apartments and everything gone up down there. Men protect our women. Yeah, some men will, some men won't. Captain's Facebook page is gone, and Derek Bly's Facebook page is gone as well. So is his Twitter page. All gone, all gone off social media since last Saturday. Yeah. Michael Johns, Dennis, that's understandable. Yeah. Chris Bourne, as you have air of those wild geese must have flown the coop. Lads, anyone that took that man seriously at all, like, John Flynn, seriously, when I seen that African lad outside Ernest doing the voodoo, death black magic to kill everyone in the shop, I take that black magic spell seriously. Plus, he could have had a bomb. The Gardaí did nothing. If I had stood outside Ernest's shouting death to everyone, I would have been arrested for hate speech. So would you. So would anyone. It just so happens they're pandering to these people now. If you're not Muslim, and there you go, there's Bertie. While we were outside protesting and saying our prayers and having our vigil on Wednesday, Bertie was in there doing his penance because he called out what he had done 2 weeks previous. That was his penance. Go in there and look after the Muslims. That's exactly what he done. Paul, I see Adams is being outed for being a tout that grassed up the Lockall martyrs, Paddy McKerney and Jim Loyna, that wanted Adams dead after the vote were set up by Adams. The truth is coming. Yeah, well, like, wasn't there talk that what you call him didn't want him to carry the coffin, and he did carry the coffin. That was his last wish, that he didn't want Adams to carry the coffin, and he just moved your man out of the way and took the coffin. And the guy he did it with was disgusted that he did it. He said he should have never let him do it. Big shout out from Virginia, Derry man. Fair play to you, yeah. Colin McMenamin. I had a guy on the other day. I must send him the link. The Irish paratrooper Let me just see, can I send him the link? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just play. Oh, yeah. The Irish Gay. Oh, I'm going to play this, and yeah, we'll come back and talk about it in a second. The Irish Gay. 16 seconds of magic.
Folks, how are you all doing? I'm over here in Windsor. I was invited over by the King personally to meet him in Windsor Castle. The plan is we're going to create another subversive national party in Ireland. And yeah, we're going to send a letter to Donald Trump as well. So big things happening. Stay tuned.
Good okay. We also had the Dempsey, Dimple Dempsey, one of our friends from Clonmel. Got our door busted in on Wednesday, I think it was last week. I'm going to play her video, and I'm going to just go and get myself a cup of tea. But we play this video, and I'll come back and talk to this.
Attempt number friggin' whatever. Okay, so on May 27th, this Wednesday gone, at 8 a.m, I had a knock on the door. I opened it, quite tired, to a man standing there who produced a badge. And he said, I'd like to have a chat with you. I said, fine, let me put my clothes on and I'll come back down. He said, no, you won't. He put his foot in the door. And I said, you're not coming in here. And he said, he has a warrant. And I said, a warrant for what? A warrant to raid your home for an investigation. No charges, no nothing. And then 8 Gardaí, 3 detectives, 1 Gardaí and 4 male Gardaí and 4 female Gardaí literally bursted their way into my home. They would not show me the warrant. They would not let me hold the warrant. They just said they were issued a warrant for this. What I see is just like there's no charges, there's no nothing. If they had called me up and said, we're doing an investigation, will you come down and answer a few questions? I'd happily have went down. I have no idea why they came into my house and raided it. Now, they did take my phone. They took my son's PC. They took, what else did they take? A few old phones and some box belonging to a phone, a Remy thing. I think it was belonged to my ex. I don't know. But that's what happened. Now, I know what this is. This is intimidation tactics because clearly they don't like me. I swear to God, people, when I was holding that door back and their faces were like this. They were like vampires wanting blood. You never let them cross the threshold. So I tried to keep the 8 of them out, but it didn't work. First there was 4, then there was 8, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm overwhelmed. So in they came. And they did what they had to do. They didn't ask me any questions. There was no charges. This is for an investigation. But what it's really for is intimidation. That's what I think. That's what our world has come to. That's what Ireland has come to. While Algerian traffickers are all over this town trafficking refugee women from one flat to another in Clonmel, and there's drug dealers literally destroying people's lives in this town. They thought, and the judge that signed off on this thought it warranted having 8 Gardaí come into my house. 8 of them. Some of them hadn't a clue what's going on. There was 3 detectives though. And the 3 detectives had pure venom in them for me. So that's the story, lads. They took my phone. I don't have a phone. I am bruised and battered. That's just from the door when I was trying to hold it up. So that's it. But the thing is, your fear tactics will not work on me. And please, people, do not fear yourselves, because that's all they want. They're more than, like, they've come for a lot of the lads. I don't know if they all got 8 Gardaí bursting in their door at 8 o'clock in the morning, but the fear tactic's not going to work. I have done nothing wrong. I've emailed you. I've emailed them. I've asked them what's going on. They have not gotten back to me. Some sort of investigation is happening. So for an investigation warrants 8 Gardaí bursting into your door while your son is upstairs studying for his junior cert. There you go, lads. That's why I was absent. They took my phone. They're trying to silence me. Take care of yourself. enjoy the sun, and don't let him get to you. Now, they did say they'd call me. And I said, how are you going to call me when you have my phone? It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, lads. That's what it is. Ridiculous fear tactics. So I'm still waiting for them to contact me and explain what that was all about, because I'm pretty curious about it myself.
That is scare tactics, lads. That's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I mean? They've tried it with us all. You know what I mean? But now they're going beyond now with that bursting in the door at 8 o'clock in the morning with a kid in the, you know, come on. Now, I don't know whether Dee lives on her own or just with her son or she has a partner. I don't know. I don't know much about her. But to be bursting in, knocking in women's door, the doors at 8 o'clock in the morning like that, just to frighten her, like, you know what I mean? We've seen this with Lisa Temple and other women, Angela Ray. We've seen it around the country. Like Angela Ray, I was only listening to her story the other day. Like, it's going on 14 years with that woman. They locked that woman up 4 or 5 times. And it's been proven now she was right. That she's been exonerated of everything. You know, come on. But that doesn't make it any better for these people because they've gone through the mill. Like the same as myself. 2.5 years I've been going through this shit with these courts and everything else. Lost me relationship, me family, me kids, me house, the whole lot. Because of these scummy coppers. You know what I mean? They think they are above the law. Well, they're not. Trust me, you're not. Let me just see what I have here. Sam, good evening, Paul and all Patriots of Ireland. I sent you a WhatsApp message. You might have a look at it and put up Galway I-Pass murder. Okay, good evening, Paul. County Games did a video. Okay. Well, this is this fella going for Galway homes to rent. Okay, is that the video you sent me there? Hang on. So let me have a look. No, today. Okay, I haven't seen it. But I'm just looking at a video here. Not a video, just a picture. Hello, my name is Ali, 35 years old, currently living in Galway. I'm interested in living in the room long term. That's him, Ali Sabari. Yeah. 3 months ago. Yeah. Okay, I've just got sent in a video from Councillor Tom MacDonald. Well, he hasn't sent it in to me, but sure, hey, listen, let's listen to it. Let's listen to what he has to say. I'm all for giving a brother a chance here, you know what I mean? So let's hear what he has to say. I'm just going to share this here and share the entire screen. Yes. Okay, I'm going to come over here and we'll just play this.
Coming back from Tullamore, we had the meeting there today. It was very good. It went off very well. Very positive. People that turned up were very, very, very positive about approaching things, and people were offering things to the table about how we do things differently going forward. You know, you have to shake it up a bit differently and see can we improve getting the message out to the unwoken, you know, and that was basically what the meeting was about. And I know some people were saying it was about a unity. It wasn't non-political. There was none of that sort of. That was never on the agenda at any point. So, yeah, people putting out rumours like that, you know. But of course, they get their information from different sources. It was to discuss how we'd approach things differently and setting up a website and meeting in town halls and halls in villages and towns around Ireland, and that was discussed. A very great idea, I thought. And another motion, or if you like, was put through that we'd go to big events and have banners and have placards, you know, stating like them that we've taken in 1.7 million in 20 years and we lost 1 million in runs, things like that, small that you can grasp, small little bites, you know, that they were good ideas, because we giving out leaflets with the 100 words or 200 words on, people don't read them. They have no interest in they get on with their days, whatever they're doing, the day's shopping or whatever. Going to the likes of Croke Park, going to the likes of the Horse Show. You have the home internationals coming up now in the next few months. So the rugby internationals, that. So a few of us will be doing things like that and using business cards, linking it to a website and that, and having a lot more information in the website. So it was well attended. There was a nice crew. There was a very positive people there. That's what I would say. Very positive. Anyone that was there had something to offer, and all listened to, and yeah, very positive. And we're looking forward to the next meeting coming up and getting out on the road and doing things. And that's what it's all about. It's not about sitting on the couch and pressing those fingers, is it? Using the fingers and sitting down doing nothing. You have to be out among the people and speaking to them. So yeah, so well done everyone, and thanks for everyone that showed up on the day. Brilliant, thank you. Hi everyone, just filling in.
Well, there you have it. It wasn't a unity meeting. Oh my God. Well done, Tom. You spun that one well, mate. You spun that one very well. It wasn't a unity meeting. It was about this, that, and the other. Now, I don't know. I think I will wait until after 10 o'clock. Yeah. Till the kids go to bed to let loose on this one. So there you have it. D. Dimple Dempsey. Is he using my name for clout again? For clout again? Yeah. Dimple Dempsey, what are you saying? Is he using my band for clout again? We need to fight. What's Noreen saying there? Sorry. Shay, website like Wake Up Era. Yeah. It's all bullshit, Nora. It's all bullshit. They made a fuck up. He fucked up. End of story. Yesterday morning, he knew. You know when you get that thing and he knew he fucked up. He knew he fucked up yesterday, and this is his way of trying to get this back. My name, Anthony's name, and Martin Murphy's name were the first three names on the top of that list, and he wanted us gone. He wanted us excluded from the talks, from going to that meeting. Okay? Now, we can come on if he wants, because I know for a fact, because I've been told, okay? I've been told from the horse's mouth, okay? People are already doing what he is talking about, bless them. Yeah. They only went there today to dot I's and T's just to say they did something. I heard it was like a bleeding picnic. Cups and sandwiches and, yeah. Noreen O'Shea, yeah. Jared Delaney. What's Chris saying? Exactly, Noreen. Yeah, David Dempsey. Over 1.5 million flyers from Wake Up Era. People don't read them. Is he using? Here we go again, attacking people. Here he is again, attacking people. Yeah, Jerry, I know. Yeah, I've heard about the IRA offshoot video. Okay, with regard to the guard of black shorts and black and tans immigrants, the good people of our land shall never be defeated. After 800 years, our homeland and people being occupied by foreigners, we learned. Noreen, only the couch potatoes, Jerry. Yeah. 1.5 million. I'm glued to the couch at this stage. So am I. I'm glued to the couch now, and my fingers never bleeding stop. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not as though I'm a box of bleeding matches and you can miss me. Like, I'm everywhere. You know what I mean? I'm at every bleeding protest. He just doesn't come near me because he won't answer the questions. That's the problem here. First question I want to ask him is where am I an MI6 agent, Tom? Where did you hear this one? I'll tell you exactly why they don't want us in the room for any of these meetings, because the lies they have perpetrated since December 2024 all get washed away, because people will find out exactly what the truth is. They don't want the truth. Okay, they don't want to hear the truth. They're running with this lie to keep us out of this. I don't care. Just leave us alone then, okay? Don't come near us. Don't slag us off, and we will leave you alone. If you keep slagging us off and keep trying to put us down and keep trying to exclude us from everything, we will retaliate. I will retaliate. Never mind we, I will retaliate. Paul, Tommy Robinson said the UK has 3 years left. We are further along than them. Our population is 14 times smaller. We have 1 year left. Then they're too many. Yeah. I was watching Hunger Strike last night just to remind myself of Bobby Sands. The man had a great spirit and love for Ireland. God bless. He will be in our hearts, real of the real Irish. He will live on. Yeah. Blessing says, no, some people can't get out in the community. The people that do research like Noreen get the info for everyone to put out. Exactly. There you go. That's exactly it. Dirty bad. It was a unity meeting, and well, he knows. Adele, I know, hon. I know what it was. Teen and he yeah, but Big Tom is under whose wing? Yeah, don't we know? I'm going to be honest with you. Who told him to make sure we were excluded from these talks? He didn't think of that. I'm just pointing there because his head is on the screen there beside me. He didn't come up with that one on his own. So who's giving him? Who's his master? You know what I mean? Who's his master? That's what I'd like to. That's what I want to know. You know. I'll check my previous comment. I couldn't find it. I went back looking through, but I think I know who you are. Didn't we have me and you spoke before? You were in the studio with me. Yeah. He's another plant. He's another plant plan. Why would you go to Tommy Robinson rally? That's not even his name. Yeah. Nobody is going to go. The letter from the elders. Yeah. Who are these elders? He doesn't speak for me. They care more about the illegals than us, we the Irish people. Yeah. Jared Delaney, what's Jared saying? I can't wait till I meet the elders. Yeah. MI6, man, Dan. Yeah. MI6. Yeah. Now you have it. Yeah. I'm not the man who stood on a stage 2 weeks ago in London with a loyalist, with Tommy Robinson. Okay. I'm not the man who sat in a room with another loyalist last year, Jim Ferguson, on the 12th of July. Okay. Talk about rubbing your nose in it, lads. Symbolism is everything, guys. Symbolism is everything. I'm not that guy that sat in there. So I'm not with a loyalist. We stood outside Crow Park the other day, and a guy kept coming up to us. Oh, what about Tommy Robinson? What about Mark Sinclair? What about these people? It's because of gobshites like these going and meeting these people, and everyone thinks it's us, that he represents us. He doesn't represent me. Okay, end of story. He does not represent me. I'm just going to message in there. Let me just check it. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, I am gonna talk about it. Okay, I gotta talk about this for the next 5 minutes. Okay. What happened here was, I'll tell you exactly what happened here. Okay. 5 weeks ago, Anthony Casey reached out to 6 or 7 different groups, different people. There was a couple of political parties, political leaders, there was media groups, all to sit in a room and try and come together, and then we'll come together with everyone else to try and get together with everyone else for a bigger plan. But we wanted to get all our people in the room, and that's what we wanted to do. Tom's Masters got wind of this, okay? And then Tom contacted Paul Whelan. Paul Whelan is a trusted and very good friend of mine, and he's trusted by everybody in this nationalist movement. Tom knew exactly what he was doing, getting Paul Whelan involved in it, okay? Paul sent out messages to all of us, and the people that were involved in the meeting with Anthony on the 24th, they decided, listen, okay, we'll scrap that one and we'll all just go to this one on the 31st. So that was the plan. So what happened was, Tom knew about Anthony's meeting. They had to stop Anthony's meeting. They couldn't let Anthony be the one who called for unity or anything like that. That's how it works here. Anthony Casey is dirty. He's this, he's that, he's this. All without evidence, all without, there's no truth in any of the shite they say about Anthony Casey or me or Martin Murphy or anyone else. Sit in a room with us and we will prove it. Next time you have your big meeting, let's go to the meeting and let's video the meeting. Let the public hear what's being said in the meeting, Tom. Or come on live and we'll do it live. I'm transparent as they come. You know what I mean? I couldn't give a shit. So then the meeting, I got wind of the wood. I wasn't going to the meeting. I told Paul yesterday the meeting. And then I got word that Noreen O'Shea had been uninvited and black. And it doesn't give a shit what Noreen O'Shea was doing there or anything else. People are saying, what was Noreen? It doesn't matter what Noreen was doing there. She was invited. Okay? Noreen O'Shea is one of the best researchers we have in this country, in this nationalist movement. And if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't know half the shit we know. Okay? And that's just a fact. Okay? Like her or love her or hate her, I don't care. She's just good at what she does. Okay? She was brought in there. She was invited in, and then she was uninvited yesterday because Tom doesn't like her. The same way as our 3 names at the top of the list. He vetoed to get our names taken off. Didn't want us there at all. So then Paul put out a thing yesterday. I put out, I said, I'm pulling my man out of this. I said, I'm not going to this. I said, if this is how it's going to be. I said, we're not going. And we didn't go. We sent the message in to say we weren't going. And then within a half an hour, I got a message back saying, this is cancelled, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry to say it's cancelled. And I just text back. I said, okay, no problem. Fair play. I wasn't going to go. And anyway, because of this and this, that, and the other. And then we have this now, Tom with his unity talks. It wasn't unity talks. It was just a few people getting together. And I heard it was just a few people getting together because he had cups out of his own bleeding kitchen and he brought ham sandwiches. Come on, unity meeting me arse. So we just had to make it look good. You know what I mean? Yeah. You just had to make it look good. Okay. Right. That's me finished with Tom. That's what happened. Okay. Now, if anyone wants to come on, Noreen, I know you're in the comments there. If anyone wants to come on and talk about this with me in the next few minutes, I'm actually just going to play the 16 minutes of Wake Up Era because I think Wake Up Era do great work and they need to. Hold on, where are we? What did I do with it now? Oh, sorry, my bad. I just had the bleeding video there. Where is it? Sorry, it was on YouTube. Yes. YouTube. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm gonna just go and move the car. Okay, and watch this. It's about 14 minutes. Just keep stuck into it, lads. Keep stuck into it because well worth the watch, you know. Chair Delaney. I met Jim Ferguson, had a point with him. No idea who he was. Thought he was a patriotic Scot. Didn't know he was. The same thing happened to us down in Rosslare. Me and Gavin. He come over and started talking to us, and then there was pictures of me and Gavin talking to Jim Ferguson. Yeah. Ex-Sinn Féin and ex-RUC officer as Tom's master. Yeah. Okay. Does Martin and Orland not be on anymore? I haven't been keeping up to date. No, Martin has a few gargles on a Sunday, and Orla has stepped away for a while because the kids are going to be on holidays. And Noreen O'Shea is the best researcher. I agree with you. Chair Delaney. Anthony Casey says as he sees it, a lad who seems to have integrity along with Noreen and yourself, Paul. This is what they don't want, Jer. They don't want us anywhere involved in it because money doesn't interest me. I'd rather die on me fucking. I'd rather die without a shilling in my pocket than take the money that they have. I'm being honest with you. Robinson has been positively identified. The UK has doubled down. Yeah. Michelle Keane brought Mark Sinclair down to speak at the GPO, but nobody says anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Noreen O'Shea is a lovely girl, very knowledgeable woman, and Jer Delaney is the best of the best. There you go, Jer. Hang sandwiches. Yeah. Right, guys. I'm going to play this. Okay, this is going to be a few minutes long. As I said, I'm going to move the car and get myself a cup of Rosie. Give me a thumbs up if we have sound.
How's it going, guys? So it's going brilliant. People are very keen to take the leaflets. There's only 3 or 4 of us here at the moment, but there's a few more coming. The leaflets are flying out. That's what we're here for. It's the main objective. We brought 5,000. Might be a bit ambitious to get 5,000 out, but we'll see where we get, you know. This has way more value than sitting at your computer screen, guys, regurgitating stats to each other, just sharing horror stories to each other. Come out and meet the people. Give the people some hope, you know. Thank you. There you go. That's the last. That's the last.
I just said that's my last one.
Yeah, that's it. 5,000 leaflets. Yeah, 5,000. Brilliant. Well done. So it looks like that's a wrap from us here up in Tallaght today, guys. We brought 5,000 leaflets. We're taking no leaflets home. I never in my wildest dreams thought that we could distribute that. Yeah, we're out, Joseph. We're out. Yeah, we're out. 5,000. I never in my wildest dreams thought we could distribute 5,000 leaflets. When Wake Up Early started, we came here. We struggled to get out 300-400 in this same stretch of road. So there is an awakening happening. People are interested. The message boards are still the same. We're still talking about the same issues, but people are now way more receptive to the information. So my parting message to everybody is get out of the digital world. If you really, really want to help your community, you're not going to help them on the phone. You're not going to help them by just consuming content all the time. You have got to come out and meet your neighbours, meet your community. These things, they're hard slog, but 6 people, there's only 7 of us here today actually. There's a couple of lads around the corner. 7 people come out of the come out of the digital world, came in here. We handed 5,000 bits of paper to people who might be encountering this information for the first time. So if you really care about the Irish people, if you really care about informing people, you've got to come out and meet them. If you're still holding hatred and scorn for the people that maybe took the C19 injections, well then definitely do not approach Wake Up Ireland, do not come to any of our events because you're simply not welcome. So I'll leave that with you guys. To a couple of boards on the way out. It was an absolutely outstanding day today. I'd like to thank all the volunteers for their continuing support. We've been 4 years on the street now this month. We started in May 2022. And the turnaround in the public is absolutely incredible. How did you find that went, Joseph?
Very, very quick, anyway.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's
Never
like,
handed out so many.
no, it's like a workout, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's like being 2 hours in the gym. I was just telling the folks here how well it went today. Joseph, you've been doing this for years as well. You are obviously noticing the shift.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, I think the farmers' protests have inadvertently helped us.
Yes,
an awful
definitely.
lot. But before the farmers protested, the farmers thought that all of us were far right.
Yeah,
And then it took them to get out on the streets and for them to be pepper sprayed.
yeah.
As soon as they were pepper sprayed,
They realised.
they realised we weren't far right and they weren't far right either.
Yeah, that's a very good point, Joseph. Joseph, I just want to, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all your efforts. You've been doing this for 5 years. I think you're Ireland's best activist that the country's ever seen. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Barry.
Jeannie, few parting words there. How did it go?
Oh, brilliant. That was my last one. They were absolutely dying for them.
Look at there, we brought 5,000. There's the box. They're all gone.
They're all literally very greedy for information. And because they're not getting it, they now know that our team has been lying about a lot of stuff. So now they want information and we've researched everything.
Katrina, you took the COVID-19 injections and you done full circle. You got informed and then you joined an activist group like Wake Up Ireland. Without going on too long, can you summarise that journey in a minute or two?
Yeah. Well, I got the 2 jabs to protect my mum and my dad because they're elderly, and I was living down in Wexford, and so I wanted to travel up and see them. So I went in and got my jabs, and within weeks, well, actually, the second jab I was very sick. Then within weeks, I was very, very sick as well, and so I thought I was protected. And then I was going to go in for my booster because they were literally telling us on TV and media and everything, you have to. And then I didn't. I was advised not to. And then I was told information. And then when I started doing research, which I regret I didn't do research beforehand, because I trusted RT and I trusted the government and I trusted the doctors, and it was all lies. And it was a huge I don't even know how to describe it. Unbelievable awakening and shock, more so than anything else.
What do you find, Katrina, the difference between when we first started, because you're with Wake Up Ireland for 4 years now, from when we first started to maybe what we experience today?
Well, when we first started, people were looking at us like as if we were crazy, we had 2 heads, and we didn't have any leaflets, we only had boards, and but slowly but surely we got leaflets, and then once we started getting leaflets, that was great because then we were able to engage with people.
Give information.
And then you're able to talk about what's on, and we were able to back every information that was on it. And then over the last couple of years, a lot more people, there's not any more aggression, and people are actually looking for the leaflets.
Yeah.
So it's much more positive.
On the subject of aggression, we've been here since 2:45 today, myself and Joseph. I only had 3 snarky remarks today.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Now, if that was a couple of years ago, I've been spat at. I've had liquids thrown at me from outside the car. I mean, you remember that.
Yes, yeah.
We've been punched. We've been
you.
punched. Some lunatic nearly tried to run me over before. And from being there to here to just 3 snarky comments in almost 3 hours. We're here nearly 3 hours now. So that tells me a huge amount,
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe the Rose Cars is a great spot, and the Rose Cars, both sides, get both sides. And if I miss one, then somebody else gets the other. So everybody's out getting.
Yeah, and I would just say on that point there that there's areas like this. I'll just show you guys there. This is where we are. We're opposite the Brookfield Community Centre here in Tallaght, Dublin 24. There's spots like this in every village, in every town, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like there's road junctions that have these big wide middle areas where you can set yourself up. So would you encourage people, Katrina, to do this type of work?
Absolutely. So the great thing is that we have PDFs on our website, wakeupera.com, and you can download them, and then you get them printed up. You can find a cheap printer, you can print it up at home, and go around the community, post it into your letterbox, and then have maybe a little small
information drop. Yeah, I mean, we're very elaborate on what we do. What we do is quite elaborate, but it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, 6 people could get 20 boards, couldn't they?
Yeah, I was thinking even having a meeting in the community centre.
Brilliant idea.
And get a team together.
Brilliant
and
idea.
Make sure that you actually can get all the whole areas, because some estates are very big. So if you make sure that they're not doubled. So if you have a team, you don't even have to have a team. Like myself, my friend, we did like 300 houses there.
Yeah, fantastic.
Because then when you see them on the street, or people might approach you if you're wearing your T-shirt or they see you giving out leaflets, and they'll actually approach you and find out more information if that's what they're looking for. So it's the only way to get it out. There's no point in being on your phone, on the internet, nothing. You need to speak personally.
Well, I think I'll finish on this point. I think what people miss in what we do, I know that people think we're wasting our time out here. They want to sit at home, they want to scroll through the phone, and they want to count love hearts and thumbs up on their posts in an echo chamber. You're not reaching anybody new. But I will say what people don't get to see or get to feel is that we're all going to leave here today feeling as though we've really helped the Irish people.
Yes.
I mean, for me, this is our 254th information drop.
Wow.
And for 254 times I didn't want to go. And when I go home today, it's going to be 254 times that I'm absolutely delighted that I am doing this work. I believe that this is where God is. God is not in the phone, and I think when you come out here, you get that lovely feeling that you've actually been helped, that you're helping. You know.
Well, I would actually describe it as a connection, a personal connection, where people are engaging and they're actually telling me, "Well, I took it. This will happen." And I'm
I got a lot of that today. Actually, I got a lot of that today of people saying that I took it and I regret it. And I was saying to them, "Would you consider making Facebook posts, or would you consider that?" And they said they would consider it, because what I'm trying to do is we're trying to encourage people that took the COVID injections and regret it to actually start posting about it. Now, you don't have to be injured. You don't have to be bereaved. You just have to hold that regret.
Yeah, your voice is very, very
And
important.
until the millions of people that regret taking it actually speak that regret, people are going to be suffering in silence.
Yes.
So,
and they need to realise that they're not on their own.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. You don't have to trust your doctor or anything, because it's the people around you, your neighbours, your
Absolutely.
family, and to talk to them about how they feel, and then make connections.
Absolutely. Katrina, thanks very much. Okay, listen, guys, we're going to wrap up. I'll just make this be the last image. This man has caused untold damage to the Irish people. He lied through his teeth since 2019. And actually, when I made that board, there was 23,000 excess deaths. It's now actually 30,000 excess deaths. So your time is up, Luke O'Neill. You will pay for your crimes against humanity. All the best, guys. WakeUpEra.com. Thank you.
Sorry. Sorry about that. All picture no sound, Pat Casey. I'm probably better off that way, guys. Yeah, no, just saying, Wake Up Era do great work. You can get them on www.wakeupera.ie or and you can get info at Wake Up Era as well. You can get the info there. And if you go onto the website, just donate to them. As it said in that, it cost them over 100 quid for every information drop, and that's coming out of their pockets. So please help Wake Up Era. Wake Up Era are waking up Era. Trust me, they really are. And I seen some people in the comments there saying, "Oh, I still have hatred towards people who took the vaccine." And I'll be honest with you, I've no hatred towards anyone. People were duped. People were duped. You know what I mean? Like, I know people who were duped. You know what I mean? People are coming back to me and now saying, "Paul, you were right. I wouldn't listen to you, but you were right. You were right." You know what I mean? I don't want to be right. I didn't want to be right. I don't think Barry and Wake Up Era wanted to be right either. We just didn't want this to happen. And it should have never have happened. And that's the sad reality of this. It should have never happened. Nobody needed to take that. Aaron, how are you, Aaron? How's things, mate? Back now, yeah. Fergus Power, Dennis Carr, thank you, my friend. I didn't see all of that there. Now we're on mute. Thanks very much. Bless you too, Ferg. You do a lot of work for the cause. Yes. And actually, I'm going to play a video here because there was actually a video done last week. Young Ava O'Brien, her dad did a video last week or a week and a half ago with Mark Atwood. Was it Mark Atwood? Yeah. And I have that video there. I have 10 minutes of that video there. It's the start of it. And what I will be doing is I'll be putting it up on the Gale Force. I'll put the whole video up on the Gale Force Media website. I did try to put it up. I did put it up and it didn't upload for some reason. So I'll see what Anthony uploaded for me, and we'll share it out then from the Gale Force Media YouTube, because it's not getting out to enough people. It's definitely not getting out to enough people. So the mainstream message, they are trying to kill us. Yes, Paul, you look so handsome in that place. You want to see me in my J's fluid? Michael Collins of the IRB and Arthur Griffith, the founder of Sinn Féin, took an oath of allegiance to the King of Britain. Yeah. My adult children took the jobs and regret they were pressured by their employees. Yes. And we still know sound. No, we have sound now, haven't we? People need to have discernment. If they got faked with a job, why would we really like them with us in a foxhole? Okay, I get that. I do get that, Colin. But you can't be hating these people for, how will I say it, for their own stupidity. It was their own stupidity that let them do this. Okay, they were duped. The television was telling them. Luke O'Neill was telling them. The government was telling them. Like, all the old people I know got vaccinated. Every one of them. Every one of them. None of them didn't get. You might get the odd one or two that does be at protests, the whole lot. But apart from that, everybody else got it. Everybody else. I have the video downloaded as well, Paul, and Mark Atwood, Martin O'Brien. Yeah, it's brilliant. I didn't take it, thank God. Neither did I, Teresa. Neither did I. Innocent children and elderly were forced to take it. Yeah. How can we be angry? Focus the anger on the perpetrators. I fully agree with you, and I will not rest until these bastards are brought to task on this one. I'm being honest with you. Every one of them. That Minister for Health, Donnelly, scumbags, the whole lot of them. Sound is great. Thanks, Teresa. My message aren't coming through. They are coming through, Teresa. They are, hon. Paul, exactly. But no post-mortem. Yeah, exactly. Hiya, Paul. Hope all is good. How are you, Alan? How's things, buddy? Good to meet you the other day. Fair play. Good chat. No disharmony for those who took the poison. Learn for the future to research the medical journals. Yeah. People were, like, I'm going to be honest with you, I was ostracized from everywhere. I went down to Achill. This is no messing, right? Jordan, when the vaccine came out, okay, and they reopened for Patrick's Day. And out of the 100 people that went down, 99 of them got COVID. Guess who didn't get COVID? Moi. And do you know what a couple of them said to me? It must be because you have a savage immune system, Paul. No shit, Sherlock. Yeah, I have a savage immune system because I didn't take that shite that you took. But again, as I said, I'm not going to knock people for taking it. People need to be more, I'm not even saying pitied. They need to be helped. You know what I mean? They need to be detoxed. If they're in trouble, they need to get detoxed and they need to be showed how to detox. It's no good us going out and saying, oh, you're an idiot, you did this, you're a tick, you did that. No. Listen, we know what happened to you. and we're here to help you. We are here to help you. I was actually talking to someone last week about it's a website I'm gonna put live in the next couple of weeks, and I want to talk to Barry Stone as well. Myself and Barry will have to have a chat about this as well, because I want him involved at Wake Up Era as well. But yes, if all goes according to plan, it will go very good. You know what I mean? But again, as I said, we need to be helping people, not calling people names or telling people that they're this, that, and the other. You're a fucking idiot for doing this. You're an idiot for doing that. You're not an idiot for doing that. Okay, you know you made a mistake, but you can rectify that mistake, and we can help you rectify that mistake if you let us help you. Contact us, and we will help you. We'll put you in the way for detoxing or whatever else. You can go on the McCullough protocol, or you can go on there's loads of different protocols to go on just to take the spike protein out of your body. But that needs to go out of your body. As long as that spike protein is creating spike protein in your body, you're not going to last. And that's just the simple facts of it. So we need to get the spike protein out of it. Kevin Coyle sent you a video of a man with his dick outside a woman's window in Clongriffin, Balmain. Are you serious? Jesus Christ. Okay. Angela Keeley, still no sound, Angela. There's loads of sound there. Do. Okay, please publish the detox on the website. We will, yeah. I will, yeah. All it was great at doing all of that. I'll do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. Tina Nicrane, my partner died of cancer back in 2021. The death certificate stated he died from COVID. He died of cancer. So explaining everything to his parents who are Polish was a language barrier. With the language barrier, until my friends translated everything to them, there was an uproar, and eventually we got it sorted. How many more certificates did they lie on? Every one of the certificates they lied on, Tina. Every one of them. How do they know that they had COVID? The Irish girl who came up with the test said from day one it doesn't work. Who's the Irish girl? There's no Irish girl come up with the test. It doesn't work. It will tell you have, okay, some Irish girl must have said that, but that wasn't we're muted on YouTube. Come on. We're muted on YouTube. That's I don't know why that is now, to be honest with you. Yeah. Paul, when I open the Gale Force media button, I'm getting report. They're even stopping us from getting a coffee, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? I don't know. Let me just put up the. Don't. That's it. Boom. Shake the room. Right, I'll just put this. I'll put the Revolut one over, okay? You can scan the Revolut. Let me just put that in there now. Do. Yeah. There's that Revolut if anyone wants it. Paul, when I go on to Open Gale Force Media, buy me a copy. I'm getting report or block. Yeah, okay. Thanks for that, Al. I'm checking this out now. I'm on. Oh, it's not. Okay, Pat Casey. I'm on YouTube. It's loud and clear. Cheers, Pat. Willie Gilchrist. Quite so, Paul. The factors providing the propaganda of the people had to be countered by encountering the propaganda vandalized on the street and outside the injection centres. Yeah, I agree. And fair play. Wake Up Era are doing that. And everybody should get behind Wake Up Era, I'm being honest with you, and help them out when they're doing this. We need thousands helping these people out. We need to be putting out 20,000 leaflets a time. You know, and I seen Adele saying a lot of people don't read the leaflets, but a lot of people do. If you give out 1,000 leaflets and only 100 people read them, well, that's 100 people. Paul, you have lovely eyes. Thank you very much, Michael. Flattery will get you everywhere, Michael. You never contacted me to send it on the WhatsApp there to send you on that video of Dunshaughlin. The PCR test caused bacterial infection and classified as a virus. That's exactly what it was. It wasn't even the PCR test that was causing it. It was the masks. What people don't understand is the Spanish flu killed so many thousand people. They all died because of wearing masks. They all died of bacterial pneumonia. They didn't die of any virus. They died of bacterial pneumonia. You have to be brain dead not to see. Hold your hand there, right? And keep breathing in and out like that for about 30 or 40 seconds, and you'll see how you start to lose your breath and everything else. That's exactly what happens. I saw Luke O'Neill doing it he done it on Claire Bourne or something. You remember that? He done it. Bullshit. because I seen a girl, a nurse showed me the next day at a protest in Dublin over masks. A nurse showed me. Another nurse put on a mask and he put the thing inside it and it went up to 5,000 and odd within seconds, within about 30 or 40 seconds. It has to be at 1,800 or something. 1,800 is the right level. This shot up to 5,000. Masks is what killed people. Masks is what had people on ventilators. Stick your test up your hole if it says you got COVID. I never even took a test. But Pierre, or not Pierre Curry, what was his name? Was it Pierre Curry? Yeah. Who was it? Pierre Curry? Yeah, no, it wasn't Pierre Curry. What was his name? Your man that made the PCR test. But it was your man Dresden that said they could use it for this. But they're using it on a 45,000 cycle. You know what I mean? Anything over 25,000 is not viable. You know what I mean? You're going to find a positive no matter what. Here's the question. How many would take it again? Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in a house here now with 4 people who took it. I can guarantee you now they would never touch anything like that again. Anything that's coming down the line now, they're questioning everything. Spanish flu was not Spanish. Yes, we know. Yeah. YouTube sound is good. Making the kids wearing masks in schools was just child abuse. Yes. I'm going to just stop sharing that. Sorry. It was. And there's a lot of children are ruined because of that, because children need you to see your mouth. When you're talking to a child and they look at your mouth, you know what I mean? And even if a child can't hear you, even if a child is deaf, it's still watching your mouth and it laughs when it sees you laugh. And it, you know, so there's kids now going around who never had that sort of education because they were all had masks on and everything else. They didn't get to see. The teacher may as well have just been a cardboard cutout. You know what I mean? That's just the way it was. They're really pushing Ebola. They were trying that years ago as well. The people do read the leaflets. Tom said no one reads them. Oh, sorry, Adele. Yeah. Masks. I still see people in cars in America alone wearing masks. Yeah. If I see people walking around with masks, I stop them and ask them why they're actually wearing it. O'Neill is a slimy bollocks. Was laughing his head off. Well, yeah, exactly. Okay, guys. I want to play a video here, right, that Anthony put out the other day. Okay. And we'll talk about this in more depth. Okay, I'm going to put this up.
Good morning, everybody. It's Anthony Casey here. I'm speaking on behalf of Sinn Féin today to speak about the new launch of the crime reporting system. So, at the moment, we've built a website that you can report an incident or alleged crime that will be stored in a database for release to the public every month. It'll also be released to the Garda headquarters and the Garda Ombudsman. And the purpose of this is your identity will remain private, but you'll put in the location and the alleged incident of what's happened. And we are going to track the trends for the crimes that aren't being reported. We often see, you know, someone brandishing a knife, let's say, or with a lack of clothing around certain cities, walking around, people without NCT on their cars. When I mean without NCT, I mean without any badges on their cars, because they're exempt. You know, all these things are deemed as an offence, I think. You know, you know, when you think about what's the purpose of NCT, it's for your safety and other road users' safeties. And unfortunately, that's gone out the window for some reason. And I think people's safety has been bumped down the priority list in general in this country. You know, I've seen a lot of people getting battered and pepper sprayed to suit an agenda of certain political narratives. I don't think that's good enough. I think what we need to do is make people aware of what's going on in this country from every corner of it. Because when you see tomorrow a knife attack or attempted knife attack in Dublin City, what you won't see following up that is the radio interview about it, the newspaper article about it, the crime trends and log about it. So I think we have to start taking these things back, because the idea of why you need them systems is to make people aware of crime hotspots, to make people aware, to be wary for themselves, for their kids, for their vulnerable people. So we'll do the trends, we'll release to the public. The Irish Column will do a piece every month on what's been reported. Your name won't be mentioned. It'll only ever be published with your initials. But you report a drop down of 32 counties, what happened, who did it, where you saw it. everything. Everything you deem important to people's safety, especially. So this tool will serve the purpose for the people. And also people, we all know them, that are in upper end estates in the country, higher class rural areas, built up urban areas, who don't see what's going on in reality because they listen to RTE and they're not getting the news. Let's make this officially the people's crime reporting system and make sure they know about it too. Make sure they see the incidents going on and make sure that they don't vote this back in or that they call for a change. We need to highlight any trends that do come in the following months of this, that we can hold up and say, this has gone through the roof. This is a danger spot area. It'll also help the likes of community watches get going again and identify where to do it. Unfortunately, I think there's certain institutions that have other plans and have other priorities in place. So give the power back to the people. It's just another tool for the toolbox. So look, I'll link the website where it is. Start sharing it, start doing it. If you have recommendations, put them in. And let's start taking back control of our own country. Awareness, communication, transparency, everything. And we'll map it out. All right, guys, good talking to you. Talk to you later.
Well done, Anthony. Okay, I'm sure he's after putting that in the links there on YouTube. I'm sure he has put it in the links there. Let me just check there. Have you put it in the links there, Anthony? Hi, Anthony, what's happening? Who's that? Ed Braden. Yeah, hi, Anthony, what's happening? Yeah, so this is a tool that we're going to roll out. Okay, it has been rolled out since Friday. Okay, just bear with me. Let me just fix this shit. Yeah. Okay, it has been rolled out since Friday. Okay, and I will report that I think we have 17 instances already put in there. Okay, 17 people have availed of the website and have put stuff in there. All right. Let me just show it to you now. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Close that. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, I'm just going to share the website with you here now. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, there you go. There is the website. There it is there. Look. Okay, so it's Shinna Nadina. Hold on, let me just get this here. It's https:// Adina Capwing Man of Space. That's it there now. I'll put it into the chat there now. Okay, just let me copy this. But that's it there now. So you go in there now, you submit a report. All submissions are stored secretly and handled with the utmost discretion. Trust me, they are. Your identity is protected. Your name will never be published in full. Only your initials will appear on any public report. Monthly public disclosures. Compiled reports. Sorry. I was going to move that over there to talk. Compiled reports are published once a month on shinnanadina.ie, Shinna Nadina Facebook page, and it will go out here on the Irish Column or Ireland Live. It depends on what night it falls on. But we will be doing some sort of a crime call, okay, of your areas, different areas. And if we can get videos and footage of them areas, we will show them as well in a 20-minute or a half an hour segment here every month. It'll be submitted to on Garda Síochána. All reports are formally submitted to on Garda headquarters on behalf of Shinna Nadina and the community. So the type of crime, there you go. Assault, vandalism, drug dealing, anything like that. Okay, a brief description, details of alleged crime, in what county. You put in your full name, your ethnicity, gender, and a photo or a video is optional, okay? The good thing about this is you will be putting in the ethnicity of the assailant or of the alleged assailant, okay? So therefore, we can check out then. The guards aren't doing this. Nobody is doing this. Nobody is correlating crime with the immigration. So that's what we're going to do now. We'll do this for 6 months and we can throw it into a spreadsheet then, and we can see what the correlation of crime is and who it is and what ethnicity they are. Okay, we will do that. Okay. And then you have your consent. I consent this report formally submitted to the Garda Síochána. I read and accept and understand my data will be processed. That's basically it, people. Okay, let me just throw it in the comments there. Paste. There it is there. Okay, I've just threw it in the comments there now. Okay. YouTube rejected my comment. Okay, no problem, YouTube. Gale Force Media went up on. Okay, that's grand. So there you are, folks. That's it. And as I said, we'll be doing this once a month, and we'll be putting out all the data once a month. We won't be putting out names or anything like that, but we will be putting out different areas that these attacks are happening in, or wherever it's coming from. We will put it out. We will be putting dates, times, pictures if we have them, videos if we have them, and we will show the people exactly what's going on in the different areas. But just Dimple Dempsey there, I watched a video earlier. We played a video earlier. Okay. What I will say is about this coincidences, there's never any coincidences. Dimple Dempsey did speak out a couple of weeks ago about what was happening in Clonmel. Shannon Adina, we put out a video here on the show a couple of weeks ago about people trafficking and drug trafficking in Clonmel. She came out and said the same thing, and she spoke about it the whole lot. I'm wondering, did the Gardaí think it was her that got the details and that the girl was talking to her? This is why you've taken your phone. I don't know, Dee, but it's something to think about. Okay, you have been talking out about it. A lot of people have been talking out about what's happening in Clonmel. And yeah. Martina Ward, seeing this brilliant news. Did you see Crime Call with the Chinese on it? Did you see it with the two black fellas on it that were robbing the ATMs and robbing the people's money? He did everything but call him black. He had a black hoodie on. He had a black hoodie on, black tracksuit bottoms, black jeans, black tracksuit bottoms, black hoodie, a black mask. He was as black as the bleeding ace of spades, man. Just say he's black. End of story. I sent you something, Paul. I forgot my name. Okay, let me just have a look. Yeah, you're good. Yeah, we're good with that. Who just sent me that there now? Seeing this, and I thought, let me just have a look at this. Fantastic work. Thank you, Tina. Didn't watch that, Martina Ward. Okay, what's Martina Ward? Seen it, brilliant. The City Crime Call. Yeah, I recall that, Paul Dempsey speaking about that. Yes. Drew Cook, Dublin, exactly. But trying to wake up sheeple back then was mental. I've given up on many over it. Bill, a lot of us have, Bill. A lot of us have. The Irish government must be expelled. They bring much hurt to our people. Yes, they do. The Chinese was a Garda. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Somebody's at the sending me and everything here. Wow, what's this? Someone sent me in a video. Let me see what videos I have. Was it an X video? Because I have a load of X things here. Was it an X video? Just let me know. Was it an X video? Right, guys. I'm going to just play. Let me see. Hold on. I want to finish off with that scumbag. I'm going to just play. This is a few minutes of Martin. And this is Ava's story. So I just want... As I said, I'll be putting this out all over the place now today. I'll be cutting this and I'll be sending this out as well. What happens is Mark Atwood puts this out on his YouTube and his YouTube gets blocked. So what we need to do is, people, whatever you can get it downloaded from and send it to everyone. I know you can't send an hour-long video through WhatsApp and the whole lot, but like, there's ways of doing it, okay? You can pull it down off YouTube. You can do whatever you want. You know what I mean? But pull it down, watch it and share it and show other fathers and mothers this, because this cannot be allowed to happen. And I'm right behind Martin on this one. I will not rest until these are brought to justice. This is for young Ava.
Martin, tell us your story.
Okay, so a lot of people know me as Ava's dad. A lot of people in certain circles. My daughter was murdered by Big Pharma, sanctioned by the Irish state and government. She was vaccinated in late 21 and within a very short period she had serious complications, which turned out to be a turbo cancer. Within weeks of vaccination she was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer, which we didn't realise which type of cancer it was at the time, we just knew it was cancer. That led to the day before New Year's Eve, she had a 2.2 kilo tumour and her ovary removed. And in early January, we finally got the diagnosis back. We were told we'd have it in a couple of days, but it actually took a couple of weeks because they didn't know what they were looking at in Ireland. So it was sent to, I think, Paris, London, and a couple of places in America, and a place in, I think it was Cincinnati, got back and said it was SCOOT, small cell carcinoma of the ovary. And the prognosis was about 10%. It was extremely rare, and she was stage 4. And that was at 13 years of age.
And what year was that?
21, late 21, early 22.
And how did she, do you mind if I ask you why she had the vaccine?
Well, she had the vaccine due to pressure. That's what it was. I mean, she was pressure from the school, pressure from the media, pressure from everything. Like a lot of people at the time, I don't blame anyone who got it, I didn't. But they were just under massive pressure. They're getting told you're going to kill your granny, you're being selfish, you were endangering other people who are vaccinated. And I think mostly what got to Ava and her age group was they were told they wouldn't be going to discos, going to the movies, couldn't see their friends if they were at risk. And I mean, if you're telling a 13-year-old you can't do them things, I mean, that's their world.
I know.
That's their absolute world, you know. She was a lovely, young, creative young girl and loved her friends. Everything was about her couple of friends, 3 girls in particular. And they were a little gang, and that was that. And she was been told by all the people who she thought she should be looking up to that she needed to be vaccinated. And so there was some pressure from the school as well at the time. And, you know, so she decided to get it, and yeah.
So she made the decision?
She would have, yeah.
And I didn't know.
Alongside her mother, but I mean, you know, she did want to get it. I spoke to her and she believed she was doing the right thing, yeah.
I don't know how you've survived the last 4 years, but I think it's amazing that you're willing to tell this story, because Ava's not the only one, is she?
No, certainly not. No.
Yeah, and you met this amazing gentleman here.
Yep.
A few years back now?
Yeah, a couple of years back. I actually went down to Pfizer. I mean, I was looking for answers. I contacted the government, Department of Health. I was trying to get answers of where do I go to now. It's like, you know, because obviously I wanted answers of why this happened to Ava, how this happened, what the reason was to be pushing this now that everything was starting to leak out of America, you know, that it was, that the so-called conspiracy theorists, or actually everything was correct, that they were right. It wasn't tested. They didn't have the data to back it up. And the test that they did find to have, they wanted suppressed for, 75 years, for the reasons that it was killing people. So they knew this could murder someone. And they went ahead with it anyway, so I wanted to know what made the Irish government and all push this and try to sell this so hard the way they did. So I went down to Pfizer, and when I heard there was a protest, I don't know where I was going, just to kind of see if there was a community. And Barry Stone was down there from Wake Up Air and got to meet Barry and bumped into Ferg on that day. And from then, yeah, we got chatting, and eventually we got chatting. And yeah, we just stayed in contact. I'd met Philip Dwyer before that, and he'd given me a bit of a voice, but I hadn't actually spoken really yet. But he was saying to me, look, there's people there, there's support groups there, and then obviously us 3 knew each other in the end. And yeah, that's how we met.
I mean, your head must have been in bits.
Oh, I did.
At the time, and how did you not, you know, commit a crime? Because
well, I was very close to it. I mean, that's where my head was. People spoke to me about, they said that there's levels and stages to grief.
Yeah.
And one of them is anger. And I haven't got past anger.
You're still there?
Since the day she died in our arms.
Of course.
I've never got past anger. I can't comprehend another stage. You know, so I became very angry and I wanted revenge. That's all I wanted, you know. And I was trying to put plans in place, to be honest with you, at the time, to seek revenge. Because the way I saw it, there was a 9-month period that they'd put my family through hell, Ava through hell, and I wanted to put them through 9 months of hell. You know, so I mean, I was at one stage, I got that bad, I was actually down in Wicklow actively looking for the Minister for Health at the time. Not quite sure like where I was going with that, but you know, as far as I was concerned, they'd not only had they killed Ava and injured and killed so many others, as we know now, there's 30,000 excess deaths. That's what we only know of. I mean, I'd say if you related it all the way it should be related, you're going into probably, I'd say 200,000. But yeah, look, at the time I was just that angry. What made it worse was they were still promoting it. You're walking past pharmacies, chemists, they got signs outside, get your vaccine, we recommend it for children, we recommend it for this and that. And I thought I was losing my mind. I mean, it was such a kick in the teeth to go through what I went through, to go to the government, to look for answers, to look for help, and to have the door shut in their face. I mean, the Department of Health, their response in an email was, Ava had a choice, basically. It was her choice. Everybody has a choice. There was no, we're sorry for your loss, or that's not how it works, or, you know, there's someone you can talk to. It was, she had a choice, that's not her fault. It was a blame game thing. They were making sure that they weren't liable, and that was it, and that was the end of the phone call. I rang up a few other people, said speak to this group, that group, and there was no answers. They were just shutting the door in my face, so I needed to get in front of the individual. And I at the time, I mean, Leo Varadkar was the one who stood up and addressed the nation. He pushed it, he told us we had to do it, and obviously Stephen Donnelly and Michael Martin, and as far as I was concerned, they killed my daughter, and I just wanted revenge. You know, I wanted an eye for an eye. You know, so I went through a very dark period of seeking that revenge. You know, I mean, to a point at one stage, I knew I'd probably end up two ways. I was going to end up getting probably taken out by the police in some type of crazy situation, or else I was going to end up in prison. And I lived out them days in prison in my head already, you know. I'd read my Bible, I'd exercise, I'd pray, I'd speak to Ava, and this is how I was going to live. I'd more or less made my mind up, you know. And thank God, and with faith and with prayer, and you know, I managed to find a way out of that headspace. And you know, I went to confession, to be honest, Mark, and I told the priest what I wanted to do and my intentions. And I said, if I was to take an eye for an eye, would I be guaranteed on seeing Ava again? And he said no. He said, no, I can't guarantee you won't see her in the kingdom of heaven if you do that. He said, the whole world has, this is a priest's words, the whole world has seen what them people have done, them governments have done to their people. God has a plan, it's not for you to interfere. And he said, you need to look more towards turn your cheek. That's the passage you need to look towards instead of an eye for an eye, so, you know. And I have a son as well also, which I had to consider my son, you know, he's 10-year-old, so. Yeah. You know, I had to move out of that frame of mind, but the reason I tell that is because they need to realise that's where they're putting people. That's where they're putting good people. Yeah. They're putting them in a position where they're really pushing them to the edge every day in lots of different scenarios. You know, the vaccine, the excess deaths. It's not just that. It's in every situation. They're putting people to breaking point, and they're shrugging the shoulders at you. You know.
It's heartbreaking, isn't it? Isn't it heartbreaking? Like, looking at that man, I can just put myself in his shoes, and like every time I look at it, and you look at the videos that are posted about her, and you just can't help. You get a lump in your throat, like, you know what I mean? It's horrible. Dimple Dempsey is some woman for one woman, yeah, fair play to her. Yeah, but R.I.P. Ava, R.I.P. Little soul, God will have you in his gentle hands. Mary, our mother, please intercede. Yes, please do. So I will, as I said, I'll be putting this up. The link is there. Hang on, I'll see if I can share the link. Hang on. I'll share the link in a while. Luca Bloom has a great song, Forgiveness. Stephen, I feel all fathers would have done the same, bro. I can't even imagine what I've done. Yeah, I'm the same. Like, you know what I mean? Anything. Like, I would die for my kids, you know? I would. I'm being honest with you. Speaking of that, I'm going to show you a little picture. Okay. I had this one yesterday. Okay, this is my I'll just share it with you. This lady, this is my princess. She won yesterday. There she is there now. You can see it there now. One proud dad there yesterday. You can see me there. Look, yeah, that's us yesterday. She won. They won the under 15 championship, so they're going up a division. Fair play to you, Shauna. Good girl. And then there's my other one. Look at that one. She won the under 14s today. Yeah, that's me superstar. 2 superstars, the 2 of them are. Yeah, fair play to them. And yeah, they beat Thomas Davis today to win the league, and the other one won yesterday to win the league with a game in hand. So yeah, it's my 2 princesses. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I do what I do. That's what I'm fighting for. I don't want them kids to be going to Australia and leaving me here to die on my own. You know what I mean? I want them here with me. I need someone to wipe my nose and wipe my arse. You know what I mean? No, I'm only joking. But no, you need to keep the kids here. Fair play to Paul. Yeah, thanks for that, Chris. Yeah, fair play, class to them. TDs should be arrested. Yes. Good bad times. A good man, a good man. Rest in peace. Yeah. Yeah, please follow us too as we promote Scottish independence, obviously from a non-colonial point. Scotland's independent media. Yeah, contact us there, mate. Yeah, get in contact with us. You have a nice one, Paul. Yeah, thank you. Dublin's on a boy. Paul, did your kids get the job? No. Now my partner did and came in with the badges and we sat down and we spoke about this, and it was the kids are healthy. Kids don't need to be getting vaccinated against something that is not going to kill them or not going to even affect them. So I will give her that much. I'll give my partner that much. We did agree on that, and we stuck to them principles, and we did that. The kids did not get the jabs. No, the kids won't be getting any more jabs either. I've also posted a link to the full video in the chat, Paul. Okay. Fair play to you. Good man. Well done, girls. Thanks, Christine. John Langan. Luckily for me, my son, I found out about the jab scam over. It was the jab scam over 41 years ago. Good man, John. Fair play to you. I hear you, Paul. God bless. Cheers. Congratulations, girls. And a credit to you, Paul. They are, I have to say, and the 2 of them are brilliant. Reinstate 48. Yeah, well done, Shauna and Kira. Keira. Keira has a different one. Excuse me. Yeah, thanks very much for that. Dear God, heartbreaking. I thought it was bad me getting cancer after getting the jabs, but my daughter, I don't think I could cope. Thank God they're good. Rest in peace, Ava. Yeah. Tears tonight. Just true words, comrades. Yeah, it's just heartbreaking, man. You know what I mean? Rest in peace, Ava. Oh, that's so sweet. And that's why we are fighting for our culture and country. Yeah, you're right. Big congrats to the girls, Paul. Delighted for them both. Thanks, Alan. Beautiful girls, Paul. Thanks, yeah. You get the looks from that. Nobody shite is a good flow too. The wee girl having uncompliant recipient make the hammers. Yeah. Okay, well, nearly, Jesus, we're flying here tonight. And as I said, hold on, you put it in the comments, didn't you? Yeah, you did. It's in the comments there. Chris Sporn put it in there in the comments, the link to the whole video. But as I said, I'll put the link up later on all of this. We'll put it up on Gale Force Media and the whole lot. Rest in peace, Ava. Yeah, my son's got the job. Their mom did it. One is playing League of Ireland under 21. I hope he's all right. Yeah, the doctors were pimping out the jab for $60, safe and effective in my arse. Yeah. Okay, that's not gone. Have I? Okay. Yes, okay. Save. I'm just going to save this. This has just been sent in to me. Thanks, Kev. Fair play to you. Balmain. And if you remember, we done a story up in Balmain a few weeks ago as well. Yeah. About the girl running into the shop. Okay, I'm just going to share this, guys. I'm not going to pull it down. I'm just going to share this. This is Balmain a couple of hours ago. Look at this. Children in the area and everything. Look, scumbag foreigner. Look at that. Standing outside the thing, pissing. Look. Is he standing looking in the window? I'll let you see in a minute. Kevin Coyle, I'll have you know, I was very sporty. Where did you get the sporty side to them from? Surely not from you. Fuck off. I played for Crave Kiran for years. I played for Trinity Gales. Yeah. I wasn't a soccer man, I was a guy man. I played hurling. Look at it. It's not really a wrong when he knows. I got it broke 6 bleeding times playing hurling, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, to get that from me. Sure, I used to be the coach. I was the coach of the under 15s. Well, from under 7s right up to under 13s. And then when I got done for the court thing, all the guards in the club sort of ganged up and got me out of there, like, you know. Yeah, and I haven't been back since. Apparently, I'm not allowed back. My credibility in the club has gone since my court case and my social media posts. Even though it's all true, my GP was jabbing people that weren't his patients. Yeah. St. Vincent's Default Society probably clothed him. Yeah, no, I'll tell you now what's on the t-shirt because I'm going to play it after I play this scumbag here now. This Rude Coppinger one. I'm going to play this and we'll finish up then or whatever. But I'm just going to play this. This is Ruth Coppinger, the scummy person that she is. And then we'll talk about the t-shirt. These are all the things Ruth Coppinger hates. Look, I'm Irish, I'm Christian, I'm white, I'm straight, I'm unwoke, I'm unvaxxed, I'm a meat eater, and I'm male. Yeah. Okay. Let's play this and we'll come back and finish up.
To talk to you, and the first is Deputy Ruth Coppinger from the Solidarity Party. Thank you.
Thank you, Leon. So I just want to explain to passers-by why we're here. Nobody should be killed by security guards. Yes. Right? No matter who they are. So it just so happens that the first person that I've heard of killed by security guards for alleged shoplifting is a black man. Now, why is that? And all of the statistics show that when you suffer racism, when you're belittled, when you're othered, well, then you are much more likely to experience harsh treatment or brutality or violence at the hands of security, at the hands of Gardaí, at the hands of state agencies. And that's just a fact. So people really need to take that on board. So all of the thousands of incidences of shoplifting that take place every single day of the week, only one man has died and he was black. And there is no doubt that racial profiling takes place by security guards. It takes place in relation to the traveller community as well. And I've seen it in my own local area, security guards acting in a high-handed manner, in a manner that they shouldn't, with young people, for example. So we also have to demand that security guards are trained in all of these practices, in anti-prejudice as well. I also want to say that we're here because of a climate of racism that's been building up steadily in the last number of years. There has always been racism in Ireland. That's fact number one, and let's not kid ourselves. I don't agree with you can't be racist in Irish, because there's always been racism here for minorities, be it the traveller community, and now it's people of colour, now it's other minorities that are suffering it. But of course it has risen. It's risen internationally. The far right are stoking it up. You've the likes of Trump stoking it up as well. We see ICE unleashed on the streets of the US. You know, stopping all minorities. People are living in fear. And people are living in fear in Ireland as well. So the constituency that I represent in Dublin West is very diverse. We have a huge number of probably 1 in 3 people whose parents are not Irish. Who are living and working in the constituency for a long time. And they told me, and Indians have told me, Pakistanis have told me, people from the African community have told me, and others, even white, non-Irish people too, that they're afraid to let their children out to play. Because racism has been stoked up, it's seeping into the playgrounds, it's seeping into schools. And that is unacceptable, that is shameful. And we have to say, a week before Eve Sakila died, Bertie Ahern, a former Taoiseach of this country, somebody who wanted to be the president of this country, was caught rapid, speaking out against, what did he mean by, I'm worried about the Africans? What did he mean by, I'm worried about the next generation of Muslims? How does he think that those comments are going to affect people who are black or Muslim? There is absolutely no doubt about it, but that people will then experience more racism in society. So I just want to finish as well by saying that political parties are leaning into racism. They want to blame minorities for the housing crisis. They want to blame minorities for the health crisis. We have a budget surplus in this country. We actually have a labour shortage. There is no reason why everyone can't live and work here. But the problem is that the wealth is hoarded up at the top by a few people and is not being, adequately and equally shared. So we could not cope without people in this country, in our care system, in our health services, in our shops and everywhere else. So we can't accept any parties, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael and also Sinn Féin, it has to be said, being silent on racism, just spending their whole time in the Dáil giving out about iPad centres. I want to send my solidarity to the woman who was killed as well in the iPad centre. We're seeing a massive increase in male violence against women as well. And we're seeing a massive increase in male violence in general against other men as well, because the internet is obviously encouraging that sort of macho violence. So my solidarity to the relatives and the loved ones of Eve Sakila.
Eve Sakila was a thief. Eve Sakila wasn't a hero. Eve Sakila wasn't killed by security guards. It has came out since then that there wasn't a mark on Eve Sakila, that he didn't die of asphyxiation or anything else like that. So I'll be honest, if I was the security guards here, I would be suing her ass. She has no Dáil privilege to say anything. She's doing that in the middle of a street. She's a scumbag. Okay? She's talking about racism. There's no racism here. People like her stoke racism. Okay? And as I said, this is why I wore this t-shirt, because I'm Irish. She hates the Irish. Hates the Irish. I'm Christian. Ruth is a Muslim. Don't forget that. Ruth is married to a Muslim. Unless one of them changed their religions, well then she's a Muslim, because he's still down as a Muslim. Why doesn't she wear the burqa? Is she exempt from wearing the burqa? I'm also white. Yeah, I'm white. Yeah. She hates white people. She'll only talk about black crime. She spoke about that girl there for the last minute there. Oh, the woman that was killed in Galway. There's so much crime on women against women. He was another refugee. He was an Iranian. He was a partner, apparently, or he was seeing her or something like that. And she was left there overnight to just cut her throat and left her there, scumbag. And she says nothing about it. Another woman got done. Okay. I'm also straight. She hates straight people. She hates straight people. She has 3 nephews that are women. Well, she's, or whatever they are. I'm unwoke. Yeah. I'm also unvaxxed. And I'm also a meat eater. She hates that as well. And I'm also a man. She hates men. And that's what I like. Look, how else can I piss you off today? Yeah. That's everything Ruth Coppinger hates, and that's everything I want to talk to her about when I see her. She hides when she sees me, because when I get her, I won't curse at her and I won't give her stick the way the lads do. I'll baffle her. I'll call her out on all her shit. She done this in 2020 with Georgian Kenko, okay? The chap that was killed. Okay, he was shot by a Garda because he attacked a Gardaí with 2 knives. Whether he was white, black, Chinese, whatever, he'd have been shot, okay? The same thing as this guy here. If this guy had knocked off a black man walking out and hurt the black man and didn't die, and he was an Irish white man, we'd have been all talking about the black man who got smacked by the white man coming out of the thing. 2-tier justice system. As for that senator as well, that's oh Jesus, that one. Oh God. They have no Dáil privilege now with what they have said out in the open like that. Whatever they say in the Dáil, they have privilege. They can't be done on it. They can't be done on everything that they said there the other day. So yeah, I think he murdered her on Eid. Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? It was Wednesday into Thursday. Yeah, that's right. Bertie was right, but he unknowingly committed political suicide and even apologised. If there was one thing we've learned by now, it's the fact that the woke mob should never be apologised to. I agree with you. I love that T-shirt, Paul. Yeah, I might get them. I might get a few made up and we'll sell them through Gale Force Media. And the back of it there, look, I'll show you the back of it. Hang on. The back of it there has me Fitzy Dub at Fitzy Dub. So yeah, you can get your own thing on the back of it and do whatever you want then with that. But yeah. Do you have that T-shirt in XXXL? I'm sure we can get it for you in XXXL. Leave it with me. I'll have to see how much I can get them done for. I actually got this specially made in Blanchardstown 2 years ago for a protest. The day I got arrested. Yeah, that day. Vikram Digwa and his mother also found guilty. Yeah. Okay, she's not talking about Alex Coughlin. Okay, Alex Coughlin, rest in peace. God bless that poor man. That poor man went out for a walk, lives 2 minutes away from Roderick O'Gorman, had to walk through Roderick O'Gorman's scheme to get to where he got to. Not one of them has come out and said anything about it. Not one of them. They've all come out and said the reason why they didn't go to the vigil was because it wasn't called by the family. It was called by Patrick Quinlan. Doesn't matter who it was called by. Everyone turned up. Everybody turned up. Paul, how's your chest? Mind you, off the smokes for a while. I was off the smokes. I'm going to go back off them again. I have to go back off them again. I really have to, yeah. But I got this stuff last week. I was at a farmer's market last week and I got this there it is there, look. I'll show it to you there now. Yeah, there it is there, look. Mulligan, whatever it's called. It's a couple of drops in water. It's great. And this stuff here is called comfrey. That's for your bones. So I have great bones now, and my chest is starting to heal up with this because this stuff takes all the shit off your chest and everything else. So it's great. And that was from a girl called Dee's Florists. There's Dee's card there. You probably can't see it, can you? Hold on. That's it there, Dee's Flowers. She does it there. Dee's Flowers, mobile service, 086 8787 272. And you can also email at dees@deesflowers.ie. She sells flowers. She does bouquets. She does everything to do with flowers and plants and everything else. So if you want, contact Dee. There you go. There, you'll see it there. I'll probably post this up later. And anyway, yeah, you can't. Because it's green. That's why the green screen. You're not seeing it with the green screen. Okay, but that's it. Dee's Flowers. That's how I got the stuff off last week. There was other things there, and Dublin Solutions. That's. I'll be going to their meeting now next week as well. They're very good. I have to say, very good what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us all out and eating food, natural food, and it's brilliant. It's really brilliant what they're doing. And they go to farmers markets and they have their own markets. And I went to the one last week just to suss it out, just to see, can I talk about it and could I talk about it? And the girl that was in charge, Sabrina, I think her name was, she said I could do a live stream at the next one. I could talk to people on the live stream. I don't really like to do a live stream, but I would walk around doing videos like what Orla does. It'd be great, I have to say. We get a whole hour's content for the show and everything else. So, yeah, Dublin Solutions. I would recommend them and getting involved with them. You need to be buying local people. You need to be buying off your farmers. You need to be buying everything else. Jake McCara, I must get me mad at stuff. She's trying to get off the smokes. What's the name of that wee bottle? It's called Mullinan. It's Mullinan. You can buy this, right? You can buy this off on the internet for, I think it's 30 quid, 35 quid, whatever it is. And you can get 3 bottles for 60 quid, whatever it is. This girl makes it herself, okay? And there's poaching in it. And, it smells pretty gorgeous. It smells gorgeous. But yeah, there's poaching in it. And it's really, really good, I have to say. Like, and if you're watching the fair play to you, thank you very much. 25 quid a bottle is all it was with her. They reduced it for the day. It was 30. They reduced it down to 25. I got 2 bottles for 50. Well worth it. She gave me stuff to make me hair grow as well, but my bleeding hair grows anymore. Will you stop? I sent a video clip there, Paul Joan. Okay, let me just see. We done a poll there earlier. Anthony put a poll up on the Gale Force Media website, I think, or the YouTube page. Okay. And there it is there. There's the poll there now. The poll was, do you think that there is an honest and a controlled right movement embedded to cause division? Now, Alan just put in and said that he didn't vote because there was an honest thing in it and he didn't think any of them were honest. So, yes, 84% and 16% say no. Over 114 votes, lads. That's 86 votes or whatever. You know what I mean? Or, yeah, it would be, yeah, 80. Yeah. So, there you go. That's the link. Or that's what came up there now after that, 114 votes. So, I'm off the fags 8 weeks now. Oh, Dennis still struggling a bit. Yeah, you need to keep busy, Dennis. You need to be out walking. You need to be out doing shit. Chris Bourne. Okay, let me just see what was sent to me. Holding down the road in 90 miles an hour on the back of a sulky racer. Was it Spain you sent me in? Hang on there. Let me just stop sharing that. He badly assaulted an 83-year-old man and was restrained. The PM showed the cause of death was inconclusive, therefore not murder. Yes, I know, Alan. I know. All me poxy. My comments getting censored. Fuck off, YouTube. Shit. This is the first one I've seen, Pada. Welcome, Pada. And we're only going to finish up now in a few minutes. Colin, where do you get moonshine? Lads, do you know, you can get stuff like that anywhere. Was it the Spanish one? Let me just see. Okay. No. Okay. Stream keeps buffering for a few seconds on my end. Does anyone else experience the same thing? And we didn't even speak about the Jews tonight. Usually when I talk about the Jews, that all kicks off. Is moonshine poaching? Yeah, the Irish poaching, yeah. Padda Doyle, been here ages, but me comments getting fucked up. Oh, sorry, Padda, I didn't know that. Well, Padda, if your comments aren't coming up, mate, send them in to me on the mobile 0892031521, and then your comments will come out. They'll come straight up here, and I can just read them out for you, mate, if they're not coming through. If that ever happens again. Okay. And lads, we hit 900 there. Fair play to everyone. Fair play to everyone who tuned in. Okay, have I anything left there? Let me just see. Oh, I anything left there. Okay. Okay, yeah, in early February, we put up a story that there was 55 data centres in Dublin. Okay? There was 55 data centres in Dublin, yeah? With planning for another 30. On checking figures today, there are 115 data centres in Dublin. That's 60 that have got up in less than 4 months. The country is being flooded with data centres. Do your own research. Look up the amount of electricity needed to power data centres. While we're being told to cut back and use on our use of electricity, it will take you less than a minute to look up water pollution and other dangers to the environment. Data centres also need fresh water taken from our clean drinking water supply. Solar farms are springing up all over the agricultural land. Aren't there to help the environment, to bring down the cost of residential electricity. They're to power the data centres. Ireland is no longer a country. It's a factory for the EU. Yeah. Now I'm just going to... I'm just going to share this here now, and then I'm going to finish up. Okay. This is just the data centers. Okay, this was sent in to me there. I just seen this on Facebook. I'm just pulling stuff off Facebook pages. Below, you'll find 115 data centers in Dublin, Ireland. That's just Dublin. To find other data center locations and colocation cloud or connectivity providers in Ireland, please click here. Okay. So that's just Dublin. 115 around Dublin. Okay. There's Ireland. Look, that's the whole of Ireland. There's one in Derry. There's one in Mayo, I think. There's 2 in Galway, 6 there. There's 1 in Cork. There's 3 in Waterford. And look, there's 97 around Dublin. 97 around Dublin. Now, they're telling us about the climate change and the climate this and the climate that we have to have this. Since all of these wind farms have gone in and all of these solar panels and all of these other, stuff to counteract the global warming or the climate change, whatever they're calling it, has any of your bills gone down? Nothing has gone down. Everything has gone up. Since this has started, everything has just been rising and rising and rising. It hasn't even steadied out. It hasn't even given us a level playing field. You know what I mean? So, 97 in Dublin. 97 in Dublin. Fucking hell, yeah. Paul, I didn't understand the question. What was the question? Sorry. No one said anything about them tonight. Nah, Paul was saying whenever they're mentioned, the stream starts crapping a bit. Strange that. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Paul, I didn't understand the question. Okay, I get what you're saying there. Nicotine gum, Dublin-based nicotine gum, turn off the receptors in the brain, 4 milligrams. Okay, I might try them. Yes, our water too. Yes, and I'm going to be honest with you. It seems Chinese are buying up an awful lot of farms that's in this country. I forgot my name. These data centers will be more than likely used to facilitate the digital ID system. Listen, these data centers have 6 people working in them. It's not as though that they're bringing much employment to the area, and they're bringing people in to work in them. And now I've heard that the ESB bills are set to rise again in July. Yeah, I know. I've solar panels, electric tri-pike in winter. A friend of mine has them as well, and he says it's great. You know what I mean? But like, you can sell it back to the grid, but you only get something like 16 cents or 19 cents for selling it back, but you have to pay 41 cents to buy it. Makes no sense. The man that's making the money between the 18 cent and the 45 cent, that's the one I'd be going after. Irexa, Brussels is the enemy. I agree with you. We need to get out of Brussels. Yes, electricity goes up by 8% in the summer. Jesus Christ, I'll stop sharing that now. Wow. My God. Right. I'm nearly finished. Yeah, I think Tracy there. I think I'll do. Just gonna play this video. This is Spain. Look at this. This is like a scene from The Walking Dead. Watch this. This is Spain, though.
To get into Spain. Take a look.
Madre mía, madre mía. Dios. Qué fuerte. Hay otro que están saltando.
You would swear this came straight from a movie. This is the border.
Wow. That is meant, isn't it? I'm just going to read a few of these, and then I'm going to close up shop. Jesus, 2 hours and 5 minutes on my own. Is this cool or what? I love doing this on my own now, because nobody can tell me what to do, and nobody's telling me I'm the boss and I'm this. And when you know who the boss is, everyone knows who the boss is. The data centers are going to use millions of gallons of water per year. Hence, there will be a lot of water shortages, and we'll be made pay for it too. The electricity rise is us paying for that too. Yes. Hashtag Irexit re-immigration. No data centers, hashtag no digital ID, hashtag no 15-minute cities, hashtag no CETA, hashtag save the triple lock. Yes. It's like the zombie apocalypse, yeah. 500,000 they said they will give citizenship to. Paul, you're a genius. Thank you very much. Bleeding World War Z. That's exactly what it's like, Paul, isn't it? World War Z. Yeah, I was thinking that myself. Paul, I sent in a video there on WhatsApp. Which one, Joan, was it? Which one was it, Joan? I'm looking here. There's nothing in there. I have... Oh, hold on. No, they're just photos. Yeah, no, they're... is it about Spain, Joan? Joan Flynn, I sent it in the video. I'm not seeing it there, Joan. It's not on the WhatsApp there. It's not there. Paul, you're a man of many talents. Yeah, it was a good show, Paul. Thanks very much. Yup, Fitzy, the boss. I miss all his pussy. Fitzy, the boss. Jake, we must watch that World War Z. Yeah, it's just people coming over the thing. Is the line coming out soon? It'll be out now in a minute. Yeah, it sure will. Yeah. Yeah. He's on his way. There he is. And people, I'm going to finish up. Okay, yes, Joan, it was about that. Okay, let me just pull that up there, Joan. Sorry. Hold on. It's on YouTube. Okay. Spain has the best bus drivers. Hold on. I'll play this and then we finish up. Okay. Okay, we play this and then we will go. It's only a minute or two long, so.
Unbelievable. Here you can see a bus driver that came over to Europe, and it's clearly his turn to drive the bus, and he wants to make money to feed his family. And you can see the bus driver is not letting him have his turn because the bus driver wants to make more money per hour by driving the bus, obviously. And it's just very unfortunate for this migrant that's just trying to be a pro-member of European society. Unbelievable. Here you can see a bus driver that came over to Europe.
Okay. Well done, everyone. I'm waiting for our anthem. You'll have it now in a minute. Yeah, yup. There you go. Fair play to you, Alan. Fair play, everyone. If anyone can, buy me a coffee or whatever. If you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. But if you can, please do. I'll just throw it up there just for the last couple of seconds. There you go. That's that. And I will post it in there. That's it there. And that's there too. Okay. The Oracle of Delphi didn't send Greece from Philip II, and the Oracle of Wi-Fi won't save her elite either. Yeah. I'll stop sharing that there now. Fair play to everyone who tuned in tonight, Jonathan. Thanks, Paul. No problem. Pat, make that magic roar, Fitzy. I will in a minute. Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Paul, Martin, and the gang. Good night. No problem. It's just Paul and the gang. Boys, a copy. Yeah, no. I said, God bless you, brother. No problem, mate. In Jesus Christ Almighty's name. Great show. Fair play, Ihama. Yeah, thank you very much. €5 sticker. Don't know what that is, but lovely. Thank you. Paradoil, Yup the Irish. Okay, people, thank you very much. As I said, it's been a packed show. It was a great show. We will talk more in depth about the fake meeting. We'll talk about that on Wednesday, probably with Martin and maybe Noreen and maybe Ferg, and a couple of others might come on to have a chat with that. But people, thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Anyone who bought coffees, thank you very much. And like I say every night, the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night.